It's now. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to, if you want to start a new hobby, how you could do that. For those that don't know, my name is Adam, and I have been told that my hobby is starting new hobbies. So I thought I would walk you through some of the ways that you could start a new hobby, as well as showcase some of the hobbies that I have had in the past. The first thing that you should do when starting a new hobby is you should research it to death. You never know when a nugget of information is going to be useful. And honestly, like, why actually do something when you can just read about it? So, some of the cases where I've done this. Last year, I spent a lot of time researching drones. And did you know that if your drone is under 250 grams, you actually don't need to register it? Also, you can't fly it more than 400 feet in the air. And if you fly it within 100 feet measured horizontally, you actually need to get a special pilot certificate. I know that because many weeks. Uh, when Brent built the meeting room signs for Hack Week, I went home and started researching 3D printers, and I thought it would be fun to get one. There's three main types. There's fusion deposition modeling printers, FDM, stereolithography printers, SLA, and stereo laser sintering, SLS. The first two are the most popular because we can afford them. Stereo laser sintering, way too expensive. The next thing that you should do is subscribe to every YouTube channel possible. It's similar to researching, but really you need to get that content in. So here is page 1 of 10 of aquarium channels that I subscribed to when I got really into reef tanks and woodworking and hockey. And I mean, you get the point. And you may even want to start your own YouTube channel at one point. All right, so you've done the research. You've watched everything that there is to know about the hobby. It's time to jump into the deep end and spend all of your money on it. You could start a coin collection, and this is approximately 1/50th of my coin collection by weight. I was not allowed to take all of it out for obvious purposes. You could buy all of the tools that the YouTube channel recommends and build a workbench and a mallet. Or you could start a reef tank at the office and at home, and then let that tank crash because you had a kid, wait 5 years, and start up another one. You spent all the money. Now it's time to recoup some of the costs. So you can turn your business or your hobby into a business. Uh, every talk needs to be about crypto. So in 2014, I bought Dogecoin by connecting my bank account to a super sketchy marketplace and then reselling it on eBay. I bought about 200,000 coins for about 50 bucks, flipped it for 600. If I just waited to the all-time high instead of selling, it would have been worth about $140,000. Excellent. You could also go on Fiverr, pay some money to have a design and a logo made, open an Etsy shop, and sell those coins from that coin collection. And I did this. I had about 750 orders, about 1,000 coins that I sold. Or you could take that coral that you grew, package it up in little biggies, meet people at the local Tim Hortons, and exchange your goods for cash. And speaking of putting things in bags and selling them, you could also start a tea company. And as I was building these slides, I realized that most of my hobbies end up with me just buying things in bulk, cutting them, repackaging them, and selling them for a markup. So moving on. Finally, once you've done all of that, you've researched it, you've spent your money, and you've turned it into a business, you can get bored and move on to the next thing. But make sure that you keep your coins in a protected space and that you put everything back neatly so you can find it the next time. And then I didn't have a segue to this. So in 2019, I ran a bunch for a half marathon, and then I never did it again. And of course, I subscribed to all of the YouTube running channels and bought all brand new gear. And then finally, rinse and repeat every 6 months. And that is how you start a new hobby. Thank you.